Hi, and happy Friday to everyone watching my videos. So, I'm going to come over to this little hideaway and sit down so I can talk with you on this gorgeous Friday in Vermont. It's the 26th of August. Whoa, we're getting to that place where we're beginning to think about the change of seasons. In fact, some of the trees in Vermont are already changing colors. It's so beautiful. Fall is my favorite time in Vermont. Well, I'm here to tell you today a confession. I am an imperfectionist. An imperfectionist, not a perfectionist. And I want to talk with you about perfection. Because often in our society and our American culture here, we all strive to be the very best that we can be in everything, in our relationships, in our work, even in our sports, of course, in our free time. We just want to keep striving for perfection. So let's talk about that for a little bit, because I find that many of the clients who come to me for life coaching, for counseling, are kind of stuck in this mode of, I want to say, recovering perfectionists, okay? Because they have realized that being a perfectionist holds them back in life. So I want to say more about that, because often what I see with perfectionists too is a great deal of procrastination. And maybe you're aware of this too, is that when somebody avoids completing something or even avoids starting something, we think of it as this issue with procrastination. Like, why can't they finish this? I've seen this in my own children too, like when they were in school, that, okay, you've got this report due, what's holding you up from finishing it, right? What's holding people up and what causes procrastination often is this fear of really being seen for who they are. And thus, this attitude of it's got to be perfect. I cannot hand this in unless it's perfect. We see this in other parts of our life too. It's this sense that we're being judged, that we're being criticized, and that we just can't handle that. And it's often this impression that other people out there are forcing their judgments on us, which then somehow we need to comply with that, okay, and make them happy. Why is that? Why do we have to look to external sources for self-gratification? Well, there's a lot of complications there, and every single person is very different. And I respect and honor all the stories that come to me from my clients. But I will say that fostering and encouraging this attitude of perfectionism really stifles creativity and stifles any kind of growth in our life and progress. And when I see women who cannot move on after they've lost somebody they've loved so much, they often are kind of stuck in this cycle of, well, I just want it to be perfect. I want my life to be perfect again, like what I had with this person. And it's crippling. It's crippling to be able to look at yourself and say, life is not perfect. I am not perfect. And to be able to let go of those self-judgments that often are impressed upon us because of what other people think of us. Okay, so it's just so important that you work on identifying what your values are and what your purpose in life is. And not that you want to not care what other people think. Of course, we all care what other people think. But to be strong enough and secure enough in our own identity that we don't let it hold us back from progress. Not just progress, too. It's contentment in our lives. Like, often we are unhappy because we cannot achieve a certain goal or be that certain person that we think others want us to be, that sort of thing. So I have always, I have to say, been an imperfectionist in my life. And part of it is maybe the fact that I grew up as an artist and I was always making art. And as an artist, you need to be deeply reflective and think about the process of creating something, right? And art is not perfect, and art often imitates life and certain images we see in life, but maybe not directly realistic images, but images that we absorb from our interaction with life and in our life. And in that interaction, the more that we can let go of perfection and seeking perfection and really see life as it is and be in the now of life, be in the present moment of life, I really feel it gives greater security to us, greater security and self-assurance and self-confidence to us as we move forward. Not everybody is going to agree with us. Not everybody is going to look at what we're doing and say, terrific, keep going, right? There is always going to be some kind of judgment out there. But what you don't want to do is to turn it in on yourself and let it hold you back. It can be reflective. You can use other people's thoughts and opinions and ideas to help you reflect and maybe reconsider some things in your life, but it should never cripple you and it should never hold you back. So that is what I wanted to talk about. Being an imperfectionist. I highly encourage it. I really feel like it's it's liberating, okay? It's liberating. And it doesn't mean that imperfectionists don't have goals. I have lots of goals. I love planning projects. But as I'm approaching a project, whether it's something in my life coaching or with this retreat or with my art, my writing, I look at it and I really let go of the idea that it must be perfect. And what I'm going to write about this week too in the article is about detachment, and that's also very important because when we have goals in our life, it's good to keep reflecting upon them and also detaching from the outcome. Okay, so you can read about that too. Well, I'm so grateful that you watch my videos. Please write to me at my email, yourencoreperformance@gmail.com. Check out my website, check out my other videos. I'm going to be starting another newsletter just specifically for our retreat, and that'll be in the next couple of weeks, probably by September. So I'll include a link here where you can sign up for that newsletter too, and I hope you do. Okay, so have a beautiful Friday. I'm going to stop my tape and enjoy this gorgeous weather we're having. All right, so just remember the mantra, be here now, be present, be in the moment, and just enjoy every second.